Okay, episode 5 of the Dear Video Game Podcast. Welcome back, where we're on a quest to bring you fun, inspiring, insightful perspectives on the game industry, its games, and personalities. I'm Mav, longtime streamer. I always want to say first-time caller, but is that too cheesy to say that every time?
It's so cute.
Don't call me. I don't answer my phone, okay? No one answers their phone. It's 2022, okay? Maybe Snacks does. Snacks, are you a phone answerer?
No, I don't like it. I used to answer my phone. I don't anymore. Don't call me. Unless you're my parents or my grandma.
And Snacks, my lovely co-host.
Hi, I'm Snackless. I am a longtime streamer, retired kindergarten teacher, and we're just here to hang out with you and update you on some of the fun gaming news, things that are going on in our lives. And today we're going to be sharing a bit of a secret / surprise with you. So make sure you hang on tight for that. Just a reminder, our podcast is out Friday mornings, 5 a.m. PST, 8 a.m. EST, and everywhere. Make sure to check it out. We're on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify Podcasts. And if you listen to them first, you can leave a rating. And as Mav likes to remind me, the ratings on there are very, very important. And they just really help us get our show out to more people. So if you have a few minutes and you want to pop in there and leave a review, we'd really, really appreciate it.
Yes. Do it. I will know.
You're being commanded, okay?
Demand. Do it.
Yes.
Also, you figured out how to do it. So all you have to do is go to your favorite app, click subscribe, and there should be a star thing, a thing where you can thumbs up, you can download the episodes, all sorts of stuff. So do it.
Yep. And shout out to Sin who did that. So thank you so much. You're the best. We really appreciate it. And yeah, well, one other note. We do have a Patreon. We put up extra content. Mav and I play games together each week off stream and off the pod. Subscribe. And it's really funny. And if you want to know like what we're talking about and what we're doing when we're losing our minds, drowning on a raft, you can subscribe on Patreon. There's all sorts of different tiers and rewards. And I think you should check it out. Plus, you get this really nifty shout out at the end. So
yes, if you subscribe, there are bonuses and benefits, and the money from Patreon goes to helping us travel, helping us get support, and help to make the show better, adding shows. It helps sort of get things rolling, and it kind of gives us wiggle room to be creative. So if that is something that you can do, I implore you to check it out. It's really, really cool way to support. But if you can't, there's so many free ways to support. You can tell grandma we're live on the Twitter machine. You can tweet out an episode and tag us and tell us what you think about it. Your feedback is so important.
Instagram, Twitter,
yes,
YouTube. You can find us anywhere you want to find us. So
your favorite platforms.
Speaking of fun things and us being in places, our monthly theme is picnic this month. So we love a good picnic. Mav, what is your favorite thing to take on a picnic?
Oh my gosh, my favorite thing to take on a picnic.
Yeah.
I know it's not food, but I love bringing the blanket. Like, I think being able to sit on a blanket really brings picnic vibes.
I'm not going if there's not a blanket. Are you crazy?
A blanket or like a big, like, I don't know, not a towel, but like a sheet or something.
Something nice to sit on. Yeah. I gotcha.
Sandwiches. Love sandwiches.
I like a fresh fruit at a picnic because it's usually, if you're on a picnic, it's like warm out and the fruit is like refreshing, you know. I really appreciate that. And
wait. Fruit.
What?
So, since you're the apple connoisseur, what is the other word for it?
Oh, apple sommelier.
Sommelier. I'm so sorry. Yes. Connoisseur is like basic. Sommelier, you're like the advanced connoisseur. So if you were going to go to a summer picnic, what apple would you recommend?
Oh, easy. The apple of the summer is a transparent apple. Let me give you my 30-second breakdown of a transparent apple. Transparent apples are one of the first apples to be ready each season. They are very tart. People often use them for baking. But the best thing about a transparent apple is that the skin is very, very thin. And so that's why people really like them. I myself just like to eat them sour and all. And once I did, in fact, buy like a box of 45 of them. That was a bit much because you can only get them at the farmer's market like at one time in the year. So if you're hearing this, go to your farmer's market this weekend and ask them if they have a transparent apple and then come back and tell me how much you loved it.
Literally, I think we were in a call or a chat or something with Kelly, and we were talking about apples, and
Yeah.
there's an apple for everything. So if you're curious about apple knowledge, definitely ping and come hang out with Snackless.
Ask me anything. Sometimes I think I should have my own Apple show. But
I'm surprised
anyways,
you don't. I mean, you could do something on TikTok. I'm
I
sure
think about
there's
that.
Apple friends on TikTok.
I think about that, like an apple a day, you know, and I'm like a teacher, so then I would get an apple a day. And I do like Pink Ladies Chat. I saw that. And I do like Gala. There's many I like.
Educational content on TikTok is like the king now. It's the new Google.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Oh my
Maybe
gosh,
we'll
Snacks
do
going to
that.
become famous from apples. That would be literally
My
amazing.
dream. Literally my dream. When I went to the farmer's market and the guy was like, you should be like an apple sommelier.
When you come out here, I am
Work.
literally your cameraman, lady, whatever.
Can't wait.
Okay,
Can't
this
wait.
is Snackless. She's in my house eating my apple, and she doesn't look very happy about it. It looks bruised. Looks unhappy.
It's gross. Just kidding. I'm sure her apples are
My apples have
scrumptious.
been thrown. Okay, I have tiny people in my house.
They've been stomped on. Okay, let's move on. But I do want to talk more about apples in our lives at some point. Let's talk about what we've been up to. It's my birthday this month. It's actually next week, and I've actually been doing something really fun. And I haven't really told a lot of people about this, but I've been doing an active activity a day for my birthday. And so all this month I'm doing an activity. So like something kind of like that gets my body moving. So I've been going to Aquasize with my friend. I've been going
cute. Literally so cute. I'm like, what are you up to? She's like, I just got done with Aquasize.
There was so many older people there, and
that's
there
when you do the workout in the water,
sketchy.
right? Can you explain
Yes.
Aquasize?
Oh, yes. Okay. It's when you get in the pool and the teacher stands out of the pool, and then you move your body in the pool to stretch and exercise. So you might be like lunging and kicking, or like pretending to jump rope, or pushing your hand, like pushing the water for resistance. It's like a low resistance workout. It's just good exercise. I've been walking on the track. I've been walking outside. I've been going to yoga. Anyway, it's really fun. And I was thinking like maybe I should tell people like what activity I'm doing, and maybe it would like inspire you to do an active activity too.
You also share so much too on Fan House. Like you eat so much food, and I'm like,
yeah, I also eat a lot. Today, I took my grandmother to the grocery store, and we picked up groceries, and then we had a dim sum date because it's my birthday next week, and the photos are on my phone and half on Fan House, but I will post the rest of them. But anyways, that's what I've been doing in my life, getting ready for my birthday, another year. And for gaming, I'm obsessed with Ni no Kuni. I play every day. It's the best ever. If you haven't played it, you should try it. I'm in the J Cancer server. When it opens, come on in. And I've also
no, absolutely not. Me first.
Just
okay,
kidding.
don't join.
Mav is first. I'm not actually in that server.
Dude, don't you dare join that server. I will know. I will appear.
So that's what I've been up to. Mav's been sick, but other than that, or including that, how's that all going for you?
Well, I just feel like sickness is just like my state of being this month. July seems to be starting off with boogers, but that's okay. At least I'm getting out of my system. I feel like I always get, it's so funny. I got partnered 7 years ago today. Woo, flex. But my first day I got my button, I was so sick. I had like the same thing. So it's so weird because I was like, I ended up streaming, but I was so sick. I think I got over 100 subscribers in the first day, which is wild because that was back in the old days when you there was no gift subs, there was no Twitch Prime, there was no like anything. So that was really cool to sort of see. And I have that video on YouTube. I think I don't think it's privated. I think you can actually go watch it. So if you're interested, we'll do a party sometime next week when I feel a little bit better, which is so funny that I have to say that again. But I'm on the mend. I am on antibiotics. I've seen the doctor this week. Okay, it's gonna get better. But this last week, I actually have played a ton of games. I played Dragon Age Origin, which if you don't know, BioWare's Dragon Age game is kind of like Mass Effect. It's the story-driven game, but it's in a more of a medieval dragon old time. And I kind of finished the first main story arc in it, and there was this puzzle, and it has to do with there was a jug in
I
this
just
puzzle.
like pitcher, like of juice.
And then you walk into this room, and then there's a hole in the ground, and it's a pool of water, and you can drink it. But it looks murky, and something's in it. But you drink it, and you have this mug, and you have to go and put it on the altar. And if you know what I'm talking about, I couldn't do it. I couldn't figure it out because I forgot to do this other thing. Because I don't want to, I guess the game's so old, you can spoil it, but like I don't really want to spoil it because it's still new for me, right? So
yeah, you know what? If you want to know what happened, you're just gonna have to go watch the playthrough on YouTube.
It's up on YouTube.
So there you are. That's where you can find.
I don't know what's worse: the actual gameplay and me not being able to figure it out, or chat just roasting the absolute shit out of me. Like,
yeah.
They're like, wow, it's like watching a toddler put a key in a hole. I'm like, what do you guys? What the heck?
That's so funny. Oh my gosh.
Right, Bearded? Like, I can't believe I got partnered on Bungie Day. It really is so weird. And then Snacks got partnered in July. Or you started streaming in July?
I started streaming. I think we say my first day of streaming is July 7th. I'm almost positive. I got partnered on June 28th. 2 years after that.
Wow. Yeah, so this is a very special week of
it is.
It's just lots of sevens. So manifesting, which it's been awesome. What else happened? Oh, I started Ni no Kuni. It's so cute. Literally so cute.
I told you, it's so fun.
I'm so excited to join because the multiplayer aspect looks really, really interesting. So if you haven't played it, it's on mobile and you can play it on PC. You were streaming it the other day.
I was streaming it.
How was that? It's always weird because I played oh my gosh, what is it called? Genshin on phone first, because that was always the game I just grabbed. And then when I played it on PC, I was like, no.
Yeah, I've actually never done that before. I've played games on PC and then moved to mobile, but this is the first time I moved from mobile to PC. And aside from my kingdom getting its butt handed to us in a Relic War, I also couldn't figure out the controls in the most important activity I've ever done in the game. So that was really cool.
That was humbling.
It was so embarrassing. I'm like, oh my God. But that's okay. Everyone took it really well and just, learn along with me. And Mav, apparently. It was an adventure. We're just working on ourselves, working on our Ni no Kuni characters.
Seriously. What else have I been playing? A little bit of Animal Crossing, but not too much yet. You know what? My feelings are still hurt. I'm not ready to hop back in. It's just they apparently are really nasty to you until you become their friends. And if you're
like the girls in the clothing store.
And if you don't become their friends, they leave.
Then I would take that so
hardcore.
Personally. I would be offended. I would be so offended, especially because it's so hard to get the ones you want.
Yeah.
Like you finally get ketchup, and she's like, "Man, I don't really like you."
I don't actually like you. I would really like to leave. Check, please.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Haven't played Monster Hunter yet, but lots of plans. So towards the end of the show, we'll talk about what we're gonna be doing. So stay tuned for that.
Yes, we did have a little gaming date. Speaking of new things, we have some breaking news. I found something interesting I want to share with you. I found an Ichio. I'm not entirely sure how to say that, but I do have a link for you after.
Oh, itch.io? Is it
itch.io?
Is it itch.io? Yeah.
What? You know what? The next show, anything I don't know how to say, I'm gonna highlight in purple, and you have to say it. I'm over it.
Amazing.
Okay, itch.io has.
Isn't it itch.io, right? Okay, chat, you have to tell us. All right.
Literally, I don't know. How do you say this?
It's itch. I thought it was itch.io. Usually with this .io, you say io. Yeah. How do you say this?
Okay. Well, yeah. I do have a link, so you can Click the link. But okay, apparently Mav's what? Mav is right. Sin, what is happening? Ichio. Sin said it how I said it.
Is this last episode all over again?
Literally.
Like automata? Automata?
Can you pass me a tomato? Is that a tomato?
Automata?
Never forget Reddit for that. Literally.
Always
I Googled it.
blame Reddit. When
Don't
in
trust
doubt,
them.
just blame Reddit.
Don't trust them. They have an abortion funds bundle. And so it's actually really cool. I looked into it and
Aw.
I looked through the list. So it's a collection of more than 750 works to support abortion services in the United States for their raising money for that. And the collection of works includes indie games, soundtracks, digital comics, books, and more. And it looks really awesome. There's actually a game or two on there that I wanted to play. So it's an awesome, awesome pickup. And the minimum purchase is $10. But of course, you can always donate more if you have and are able to. So I have that link for you and it'll be posted in the show notes after and on YouTube for you.
That's so awesome. Do it. Free games and you
$10.
support a great cause. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of a great cause, one of our favorite studios, Bungie,
Yay,
back at it again, doing amazing stuff. Apparently, they're partnering up with NetEase and reportedly working on an unannounced FPS mobile game.
Oh.
They also have a bunch of other things in the works that, people have been working on. So
yeah,
hopefully we'll see more of that
like,
as the acquisition happens. It would be cool to see what they're up to. Give me more Bungie games. They work so well.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I like so many times I want to play a multiplayer game and I forget that it's not a Bungie product. And I'm like, why can't I play cross-platform? Why can't I play with my friends? Like, why is this so hard? Like, I'm trying to get into Final Fantasy online right now, and just the server situation, I'm just like spoiled Bungie the brat.
You just get used to it. You get used to like having
it's like playing other shooters, and then you go back to Destiny, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. Although I feel like there's definitely some other shooters that have got some like good things in place, but I do agree with what you're saying. We do have so many good things, and also I feel like we're biased. I'm biased.
We can't help it. It's our favorite.
Yeah, it's so good. There is a God of War Ragnarok announced. So the date is November 9th of this year. So that's coming up pretty quick. I've never played God of War. Have you, Matt?
Oh my gosh. I bawled my eyes out.
It was Game of the Year before, wasn't it? It was like a big thing.
It was Game of the Year. Yeah. It was amazing. They left it on such a cliffhanger. I was so disappointed in the ending because there wasn't an ending. Basically, the end, it was Thor. Spoilers. It was the dark shadow of a Thor or a body, and then that was the end. And you're like, what?
Oh. What? Okay, well, there's more to uncover in just a few months. Yeah, coming right up. That's soon. That's
and if you haven't played God of War, please go play it. It's so good and it's so fun. And there's just something about the relationship and how like a crusty old dad becomes like a softy old dad. And it's just
I love that. I love a grumpy.
And there's like a history from the mother, and she's like guarding them, and all sorts of really cool mythology esque sort of things. And the gameplay is really, really fun. The story is really great. There's not too much dialogue where you're like, oh my gosh, shut up.
When you're like mashing the button, I'm like,
you're
stop.
Like, okay. No, it's really awesome. And the level design is really great. So if you haven't had a chance, I'm sure it's on sale or going to be on sale, or we'll let you know. But you should play it before it comes out this year. I'm just saying.
Okay, I might pick it up. I have a little bit of free time coming up. So something else very exciting that I found just today when I was going over our notes. E3 is returning next year, 2023. PAX is partnering with Entertainment Software Association to put on PAX next year. To put on E3 next year. So
how do you feel about that?
Well, actually, really optimistic and excited at first because I'm like, oh, I want to go do fun things. But I feel like it was like a little crazy at the end
Yeah.
of things there. So like
Yep.
maybe this is a chance to kind of like shift the way that we do things. And I hope that they do in fact take that chance and make some changes and just like make a good
Redemption. They
balance.
need redemption because the last couple
Mhm.
years, E3 has completely disregarded people's security. They leaked
Mhm.
people's information. They required like your driver's license and all sorts of like private information, and like you couldn't even do anything, and then the events were locked. It was really poorly done.
Good
Like
Lord.
just like almost unforgivable. Like we
Jeez.
remember the pandemic years when you completely were
Yeah.
disrespectful to the fans, the developers, you know,
Hmm.
um they like uninvited people like Jeff Keighley. It was like a mess. It was like it was really bad. So
Holy
I'm glad they're working with someone. Hopefully it'll go way smoother.
fingers
I don't
crossed.
think that the event will ever go away completely. It's too much of a staple with launching games and
Yeah.
like creating the culture of games and being able to spend time to go test games. Like Snacks and I used to go all the time and go to conventions to be able to go
Hmm.
talk to developers. You would
Hmm.
schedule time to go play their games, and
Yep.
then you can have capture sessions and all sorts of
Hmm.
stuff. You could interview developers. It was a great
Yeah.
chance for media and games to be able to be covered. And so it's really important. But now, with the way things are, like it's going to be interesting because everyone's had their own E3. So,
I know that was, yeah, but also it's kind of interesting to see how people kind of like mesh that together, right? Where they're like, oh, they'll do something very small with E3 and then do their own thing, or like remember
yeah.
that one year right before E3, EA did EA Play.
Yeah.
So then Mav and I went to EA Play and they just did it like right smack in front of E3, which was
Yeah.
like actually awesome for everyone's schedules.
Literally so
So
convenient.
yeah, so I'll be really interested to see kind of like what we do that. And
Oh,
speaking of events, what's going on with Ubisoft, Mav?
I was not here. They posted something today, right? There was a forward today. Um,
No, it's they posted the date for the forward.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
So
so it's gonna be September.
so there's going to be a lot of new updates, and they've been working on they have so Ubisoft is one of the largest developing franchises. It's not quite a studio. It's like a publisher, but they are a studio. They have a bunch of studios.
Mhm.
It's complicated. It's massive. It's too massive to ignore. I believe they're based out of France. So, and like Montreal, there's a lot of studios up there. Um, honestly, hopefully something. They already came out with a Far Cry, which
Mhm.
was fine. Yeah, I
It's
don't.
rumored that they're gonna talk about that Skull and Bones game at the Ubisoft Forward. So I'll be really interested to hear more about that because like I love a good pirate theme. Love
Yes,
that.
yes,
Love being on a boat, floating around. So
yes.
I'm really interested to hear more about that. So that'll be on September 10th this year at noon PT. So something to look forward
Mm.
to. And oh, speaking of the
Oh, Skull and
uh,
Bones.
yes, they had a Skull and Bones live stream today. And it is so basically, if you haven't heard of Skull and Bones, it is a pirate combat simulator. So they had a little live stream about it today, and hopefully there'll be more coming with it with the Ubisoft Forward. Exciting.
Yes. I'm
Hmm.
excited to see Ubisoft doing something. You know, we still haven't got anything from PlayStation, and we just maybe there's something from Nintendo, from Snack's favorite franchise.
You know, I got a little to say there today. Little add
Wait,
in.
don't say anything until we get to our Nintendo segment.
I got it. My
Okay.
lips are sealed. Although, speaking of that type of thing, Nacon, how do you say that? Nakan? Why?
I have no idea how you say that. Is it Nacon?
I don't know.
Nyankin? Nyancat?
Anyway, there's an open world survival game based on the Terminator films but this isn't made by Niantic. So isn't that interesting? That's like Niantic's
Terminator?
like
Who likes the Terminator movies? I'm sorry. I don't know about those. I don't know about
I
the
feel like
Terminator.
they're taking their software. I feel like Niantic takes their software and they peddle it door to door, like a door to door salesman. Oh, okay. Would you like to use our software to make yeah, Terminator? Okay, cool. Hey, would you like to use our software? We're gonna make a Pikmin game. Literally. Hey, would you like to make would you like to use our software? We're gonna make an NBA game. I'm like, what in heaven's name?
Are they're like the mobile gods, right? Like
Yeah,
you pray to them and you get a mobile game. Hachu.
literally. They show up at your door with their hair slicked back and like a big trench coat, and then they
Yes.
open it up and there's like 50 different business cards, and you can just like pick the
You think they're
game.
naked, but it's actually mobile games and you can pick one.
When you think it's drugs, but it's Niantic with a billion games.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that was a bit harsh. It looks
Listen,
there's
no one
gonna
can
be
copy them, so go off, Niantic. Go
Mhm.
off. Whatever game you want.
Okay.
Oh, good lord.
Moving on. Oh, what day is Prime Day, Matt?
Um,
Oh, sorry.
when is it?
I'm just throwing you out here today. I'm so sorry.
No, but when is it? It's coming. TM.
It's almost on my birthday. It's July 12th to 13th.
Okay, so it is coming up. I didn't see a date when I was poking around, but
It says 4 days until Prime Day.
Prime Day, July 12th, Prime Day. You guys know
Mhm.
Papa Amazon is daddy to Twitch. Is
Yeah.
Twitch like the weird uncle that kind of like smells weird, but he's like cute?
Why does it have to smell weird?
Because that's
Maybe
like
it
the
just
part where you're
looks
like, sure, like maybe he's like the single uncle, or you're like,
Yeah.
I know why you're single, but I love you because you're family.
Yeah. hmm We're like, yeah, the black sheep. Black sheep.
True.
There's gonna be
Here we go.
what?
Glitch news.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, hey.
Hey.
There's a secret.
Oh,
What is it?
what is it?
Tell me.
What's the secret? Oh, I can tell you the secret.
Mav and I will be in attendance.
Oh my gosh. I was like, what are we saying? What are we saying?
We are not in sync today. I'm just like really throwing her. She's the
I
whole
can't
time.
hear
just
it.
like-
One ear's popping. I'm like, what? Speak it to my good ear. Wait, my earbud's not in that one.
Mav and I are going to be attending TwitchCon. We will be there the week of TwitchCon, kind of doing some fun activities. We're going to be at Disney. We're going to be hosting a beach barbecue, and then we're going to be on site at TwitchCon for just the first day, kind of doing some work. And yeah, we'll be around. So if you're there, we can't wait to see you. We'll definitely release our schedule and some more details as it gets closer to the date. But we wanted to let you know that we'd be there with bells on, and we're so excited to be
Now we
able
have to wear bells.
Yeah. Well, but otherwise you'll lose me.
That's true.
Like
We're just gonna have like the link where it retracts, like the dog leash, but it's just a two-way
Yes.
link,
Yes.
and then we can link to each other because we will lose
Exactly.
each other.
Yes. So, that's a great idea. Yeah, we'll definitely be creating a lot of content, but maybe we should vlog it. I don't know. Who knows? We'll definitely be producing a lot of fun there, and there's lots of cool things that are going to happen. So yeah, like I said, keep your eyes open and your ears listening. We'll definitely let you know kind of what we're up to.
Which I just want to say before we move on from TwitchCon, I don't go to TwitchCon. Okay. I don't typically go. Like I've gone a few times, but there were things I was obligated to do, so I went. But like I don't go, not because I don't want to go. I just like have big anxiety when it comes to like being gone, because I just haven't. And then with the pandemic, like everyone's gonna be a little bit awkward. And I feel like I'm on the awkward squad, even though I'm like outgoing. I'm like, oh my God, I've never left my house. Snacks was like, so for the week? And I was like, 2 days?
We did compromise. She's coming out for like
I'm
5 or
coming
6
out longer,
days.
okay? I'm coming out.
She is.
I need to go on vacation. I want to go to San Diego. It is where I'm from. I'm from Southern California, so I need to go out there and just soak in the sun because we haven't had any. So I'm excited. It's going to be great. There's a lot more Snacks and Mav coming at you. And if you want to come hang and say hi, we'll be outside of the venue the first day too. So if you don't want to buy a ticket, don't buy a ticket. Like,
oh yeah, don't buy a ticket if you don't like. If
we'll
you
do
don't
a
wanna be
meetup
there, but you're in
outside of
town.
the venue, like maybe right outside or
Absolutely.
something. So
Yeah, and if you're around earlier, like we said, we'll have a little beach barbecue, do some fun stuff, and yeah. In addition to that, Prime Day will also be happening on Twitch. As you know, you do get a free sub on Twitch, but there's definitely some deals happening. So Mav was telling me about Pog Picks Prime Time. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
So, are you excited for Prime Day with Twitch? They have this
Yeah.
thing called PogPix Prime Time. They drop in during Prime Day for an interactive experience that will give you the power to shop right from the stream. So,
Oh.
if you click on the Twitch blog and go to the PogPix link, it sends you right to the Twitch Presents stream page. And I'm assuming that's what they mean by drops. That has been really popular on Twitch. They have extensions where things drop and you can get items, and
Oh, that
maybe
would be
they'll do
so
giveaways,
cool.
and maybe you can accumulate points and they can go towards the games or whatnot. I'm not quite sure. Very
Hmm.
vague, but we will let you
That's
know.
so soon, though. I can't believe, like, okay, well, it'll be a surprise. Click the link, be surprised. We can talk about it. Talk about it in the future.
Click that
Interesting.
link, be surprised. Woohoo. Yeah, that's like it sends us to the stream. So the stream will have the extension, will have the
Mhm.
drops. And maybe if you watch for a certain amount of time, that is usually how drops work on Twitch. You do have
Yeah.
to watch it or at least keep the browser open with the volume on,
Mhm.
and you will count for drops. And sometimes you'll get in-game items, sometimes you'll get other things. Maybe you'll get actual things or like Amazon or bits or something. I'm not sure
That'd be
yet.
cool. Let us
Yeah,
know what you get. Check it out.
let us know.
We are swimming into the next section of our podcast,
You mean we're
and
diving
so
in? Woo. Are
dive
we
in me.
aqua fitting in?
Aqua size with me. Uh, I'm like, don't worry, you can swim in this game. You just get your butt bit by a shark a little bit.
Oh my gosh, before we start this segment, we have an offline playthrough which hasn't been posted yet. We will post it this week, next week,
Mhm.
of our first 30 minutes to an hour of us playing Raft. And
Yep.
I am afraid of the ocean. I said it. I
She
cannot
was very
believe
brave.
I cannot believe how you start in that game. You're literally on like a 2x4 in the
I'm like,
middle of
move over, your
the ocean.
butt is too big. We have to share the space.
I was like, you're kidding me. She's like, no. I'm like, oh gosh, why? What do you mean?
Oh
Which we
gosh,
might
yeah.
play later. Are we playing later tonight?
I was actually gonna ask you about that.
I
I'm
forgot to
totally
ask you about
down.
that. Okay.
I'm totally down. I probably won't stream that, but I would absolutely love to dive into a little bit with you. We are still looking for and taking suggestions for this part of our podcast. So today I came up with diving into details, but it sounded a bit too reportery. So, still looking for
But it's the
suggestions.
ocean.
I was like, got raft on the brain. Speaking of that, our first game that we're going to dive on into is Raft. They just came out with an update called The Final Chapter, and it's developed by Red Beat Interactive, and the publisher is Axolot Games. The update came out on June 20th, 2022, so just came out, so a lot of people on Twitch have been playing it. If you haven't played Raft, it's a survival, open world, crafting, base building sort of game. Survive an epic ocean adventure on the perilous sea. Gather debris to survive, expand your raft, and set sail for islands. They make it sound. I feel like
Nice.
that's good.
They
A
make
bit
it
of
sound
danger.
friendly. They make it
I
sound so
mean,
friendly.
it's not friendly.
I
I'll
didn't
tell you that.
realize there was a story to it.
There is a bit of a story, and to be honest, there's actually quite a few challenging things you can complete in that game. So I don't necessarily want to spoil it for you, but um, it,
We're going on
there's
the
extra
journey.
things you can do in that game that are like cute and fun, but to get them to happen, it's not cute and fun. So I hope that kind of makes
That
sense.
makes sense.
I've played it before quite a bit, and it's really fun. And Mav and I just started, and I think we're going to be playing a little bit more today. And it's awesome. It's a really, really fun game. Oh, and one other thing, they have a lot of different modes. So you can play like a peaceful sea where there's nobody trying to kill you or starve you to death or drown you or, the things that might go wrong in the ocean. Or you can play like hardcore where your leg will get bitten off like almost instantaneously and you will eat food
The
like an
shark is
elephant
very
does.
annoying. He is like in your face. But we're
Yes,
going to turn him
yes.
into food tonight.
We are going to turn them into food tonight. And there's also, Mav and I haven't played this, but there's also I guess I'll call it like creative zone where you can just have unlimited materials, and you can just
Oh,
build away. Yes, so I've never
oh,
done
that's so
that, but I always
cool.
think that it would be kind of cool to have like a big giant boat. So
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, and one more thing. It's also on the Steam Summer Sale, and today's the last day. So if you're thinking about it or you watch us and you think you might like it, today's the day.
Today's the day. Dive in.
Sink your teeth
Jump
in that
in.
boat.
It'll be just a splash in.
Yes. Splish splash.
Fish are
Pushing them
friends.
on the raft.
Fish are friends. And
Sometimes.
food.
Literally me. I'm like, sometimes friends, sometimes food. Just depends on the day.
Speaking of food,
Yes.
yum, 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 yum.
Tell me.
Bear and Breakfast, you heard that right, is another super cute game that I can't wait to play. Have you played it? It's not
No,
out
it
yet.
comes out. No, it's
End of
coming out
this
very
month,
soon.
it comes out, and we kind of like to do either deep dives like this before they come out, or after they come out, or after we play a game. So typically, this section will be either new games, kind of new games, or old ones that we're kind of going back in and talking about. So
Yeah, it might even be something that we're gonna play, or just even something we think you might enjoy.
yeah, Bear and Breakfast is a super duper cute game, a laid back management adventure game where you build and run a bed and breakfast, but you're a bear. Build and personalize your inn, bring guests in, earn money, and collect items from your inn. I'm playing this for sure. You have to play
That's
this.
so cute. It looks so cute.
The developer is Gummy Cat, which is already the cutest name of all time.
I love all these names,
I
like
love
Red
indie
Teeth.
studios that just get creative with theirs. You know, it's
So
just great.
cute. So cute.
Publisher Armor Games Studio releasing July 28th. So mark it on your calendar. Life sim style RPG game on the PC. So
You'll have to tell us if you would stay in our rooms, in our inns.
I can barely contain my excitement.
It looks awesome. It looks so cute. Moving on, Mav was telling me that this is a game that she is likely to play. As Dusk Falls, developed by Interior Night, but published by Xbox Game Studio, also coming out right away. So that's July 19th of this year. So very, very soon.
And shout out to Kelly. Kelly's actually going to be publishing it. So she's a part of the marketing lead for this game. This is one of her games. So hi, Kelly. Good job. You got this.
We're backing you up. I've never played. This is like one of those adventure, choose your own interactive drama that Mav plays, but I haven't really. And so I don't know, maybe.
It's like Until Dawn, but not scary.
Yeah.
It's what it seems like. It's a narrative story game where you get to choose what happens, and it's a watercolor world, and it just looks really cool.
This is really funny. So I actually often when we're grabbing descriptions of games, I'll just like grab kind of some words, or maybe I'll like make it my own a little bit. But I actually wrote this description for As Dusk Falls without playing the game based on information that was available to me. And I think it's pretty compelling. So Mav, I'd like you to read it and convince everyone to play.
As Dusk Falls, explore the lives of two families entangled together, beginning with a robbery gone wrong. Everyone's lives depend on your decisions. Replay the story again as you try to save everyone. And it says it looks spooky. It kind of looks spooky. It looks
a little spooky.
It's very thriller. It's not horror. I don't think it's horror. But it's definitely a thriller story, which is really exciting. It's like a different thing.
I would have a hard time like not being able to save everyone. But you know, I've never played that type of game. I'm not sure if I'd like it, but I definitely would try. But
oh my
then
gosh.
if you die, I'll be like horrified.
If you're listening or you're watching right now, should Snacks play Until Dawn? I think she should. When she comes out here.
Just about to be traumatized.
Or maybe I'll have you play Quarry.
Oh God. That one looked a little more intense, but it looked brief, which I kind of like.
It's actually much easier to play because they've developed it so much, and so it's much easier to play.
That.
But
okay, oh Lord,
right? She hasn't played it yet.
I've never played like a choose your own adventure, like, but then the thing is like,
so spooky.
Man, you know how they ask you, like you were telling me, Mav was telling me that they'll ask you like 3 times, like, are you sure you want to go to the cliff? And then you go to the cliff, or like, are you sure you want to jump off? I would be, if you were like, are you sure? I'd be like, no, I'm not sure. Am I going to break my legs? Is somebody waiting down there? Is someone going to put, like, why are you asking me 15 times? Like, no, Stress. Literally.
Literally stress. Oh my gosh.
Okay, time to switch it up.
It's time for snacks. And I to switch it up.
Woo!
So, anything Mario Kart or what's up?
No. There's no Mario Kart tracks. Moving on. Actually, there's hardly any Nintendo news. So, I did find 2 cute games to share with you, and one really interesting thing that I kind of missed, and I wonder if any of you caught this, but there is a Nintendo Switch online missions and rewards thing in the Nintendo eShop area. It was launched in April of this year, so basically the way it works is they have a monthly theme, and then it has like weekly challenges, and if you complete them, you get platinum points, and you unlock like new user elements. I've heard nothing of this or I've seen nothing of it. So definitely check that out on your Switch, because it's supposed to be like for games and things you already do, right? So hopefully that is in fact the case, and maybe you've completed some things already and you just have some things sitting there waiting to be claimed. And there's also 2 really, really cute games coming out this month that I saw on the list of Nintendo games. And one of them
Literally
is called,
so cute.
it's called Time on Frog Island, which comes out on July 12th. It's an adventure puzzle game. Save your boat, make friends, and find treasure. All the things I love.
And in frogs.
Great.
I love frogs. They're so cute.
So cute. So cute.
I feel like I feel like that's our color this year, because our branding is like very green and like sorbet and like citrusy. Frogs are just perfect fit in that.
Just like a totally just a question like that really has nothing to do with this, but it's just like something that I saw on TikTok and I just want to share. Have you ever seen a picture of a frog bum? Just wondering. Have you?
No. Should I Google it?
I want you to look it up right now.
Okay. Did I look up frog butthole?
No. Bum.
Bum?
Bum. They have no bum. It's so small.
What is
and they have like a little butt crack.
Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can put it on the stream. Here you go. Look at the little butt crack.
Okay, so I saw a TikTok about someone being like, I have no butt, my butt's like a frog butt. And then they showed a frog butt and I was like,
oh my God.
You're welcome.
Oh my.
A little old man bum. You're so welcome.
This is me. Mine's bumpy.
Oh my God. Ew. Okay, anyway, I feel like I've blessed you with this information. If you hadn't seen it before, you've seen it now. Do your squats, kids. Okay.
Well, I'm glad I didn't Google frog butthole, lunges. But now that I've said it enough times, Instagram's gonna be like, "Did you mean frog butthole?
Do you want to see frog butts?"
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Time on Frog Island, July 12th, everyone.
No frog bums included.
No frog bums. I'm so sorry. Frogs pooping? I can't.
No.
I literally can't.
I'm not doing it. Actually, I'm not
Don't
doing
it.
No. Moving on, I found another cute game that I don't know how to say. Mav, how do you say this?
Koraman.
I thought it was Koraman.
Koraman. What does this look like?
Looks cute.
Pokemon?
It is. It's like a Pokemon-like RPG. It's coming out July 21st of this year, and it looks cute. It's like
pixel.
Really. It's like cutesy.
It's like if Pokemon games were pixel art. That's what the game looks like.
Mm-hmm. It looks good, and also they're gonna have cross save, because I know you're talking about that, between PC and console.
Yeah.
When they launch. So yeah, looks cute.
It looks super cute.
Yeah. Anything else for our Switch It Up segment?
Oh, yes. So this isn't new news, but it's still new news. Persona 5 is on the Switch. So if you haven't played through that game, like I haven't played through it, I definitely will now that it's on the Switch. I read a little bit about how people were shocked that it wasn't on the Switch, but now it's on the Switch. So if you haven't played Persona 5, it's awesome. Like I love watching that game. So if you're looking for a cool game to stream to your community or to play. It is very animated and very cool, and probably one of the top RPG games, like definitely top 20. So definitely give it a check it out.
I know a lot of people who played that game, so maybe
People
it'll be more
love
exciting.
Persona 5, so I'm really excited to play it, and I will.
That's
I will
fantastic.
play it sometime soon
Amazing.
on the Switch.
Thank you so much. That was great. A little bit short and sweet, but definitely some new fun games to kind of check out. Tell me what you're up to this weekend and next week.
Okay, everyone. So we're going to be playing Raft a little bit later. So if you are watching live right now, we do record this live, which is one of the things that I think Snacks and I love the most about this. So if you're watching, we'll be
We love
playing
that.
some Raft and,
Paddle me, Mav.
and possibly more Raft tomorrow night. Should be fun times. Bring your bathing suits and your sunscreen and your big hats. More Dragon Age Origins sometime next week. So if you are interested in joining on that adventure, it's going to be a doozy. Playing through more Mass Effect 2. I haven't beat it yet. I'm very close. That has been going up. The Quarry playthrough's up. There's so many things that I've been finally playing through. So
Subscribe to Mav's YouTube, the Mav Show YouTube.
if you want a ton of playthroughs, that's where it is.
Yeah.
The weather has been meh, but that's okay because I don't really feel great right now anyway. So
True.
that's fine. I am starting to get into Final Fantasy Online.
Yes.
It's very difficult to get started. You have to create like 50 different accounts to finally start. Which it's so weird, but they're like, we don't care. We're like the #1 MMO right now. So like work for us. And I'm like, okay, MMO daddy. So
sign me up, Mavi.
Yeah. But we're just hanging out next week. We're just chilling. What are you up to?
I have ladies' night tomorrow night with Mav. Hopefully a little bit of Rav. It'll be good. Surviving. Vibing.
Thriving.
No, exactly. We have movie night on Sunday. And guess what? On Sunday, during the day, I'm making rice dumplings with my grandma and my sisters. And this is a huge undertaking. It takes like days to prepare, and you have to soak the leaves and scrub the leaves and fold them together. And I'm so excited. I love learning how to make Chinese and Cantonese food, and I love spending time with my family, and it's just gonna be so fun, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm actually taking this. I haven't told anyone this yet, so if you're here, lucky you. Speaking of fan house, I'm actually doing a few fairy tale princess inspired shoots on Saturday this weekend. So cross your fingers for a stream, but I might be totally pooped after taking all of those photos. But we will to wait and see. But yeah, I'm really excited. So those will come up.
Subscribe to Fan House. Go subscribe to Snacks Fan House. She posts so much.
Cats, me, life. Yeah. Lots of fun stuff.
Do it.
Thoughts?
Do it.
Yay. And yeah, that's about it for me. And then just to wrap it up and let you know, we're actually not going to be no episode next week. Oh, right. We're taking a week off for my birthday and just giving Mav some recovery time. So there's actually going to be a guest interview uploaded instead. So wonder who it's going to be. Maybe you have some guesses. So that's really awesome. Something really fun to look forward to. But we will miss you next week. And please definitely check out our guest interview and keep us in mind. And just a reminder that the links for the games that we talked about today, as well as the itch.io Ichio, the bundle that I mentioned, those are going to be in the info section of the podcast and on YouTube. So definitely check those out. And
thank you so much for joining episode 5 in the books. Thank you for joining us here on Dear Video Games. Make sure to follow if you're listening, subscribe. It's free. In the best way you can kind of make sure you don't miss a thing. And if you do, it's here for you in your viewing, listening pleasure, wherever you like to watch. We upload on YouTube. We record this live, and it is in the RSS podcast feeds. So make sure you go and follow everywhere on social media, whatever platform you enjoy. We've been posting a ton of shorts and reels and clips. So if you leave a comment, Snacks and I are around, and we will definitely say hello. So make sure you let us know if you like the clips or if you want things or games covered. We definitely take feedback. We love chatting. We usually chat after the episode
Yeah.
with chat about things that we can enhance and change and do as we continue to work on our show together. Make sure to go subscribe to patreon.com/dearvideogames. Big shout out to Peapod for being our subscriber. We post a lot of really cool offline playthroughs as well as ad-free podcast episodes when they go live. So they will go typically live before the feeds because one, it's easier to upload on Patreon right away. And two, we don't post the episode until the following day. So you will get it the night before if that is something you are interested in. Not required, but always very, very helpful. And that is the show. Thank you so much for listening. And we will see you all next week.
Thank you so much for being here. Have a great weekend and see you later.